Hi guys, welcome to the Week 10 exam video lesson for Group Piano 2. This video is really simple. We've already gone over basically everything that is something that you could do for the exam, but I'm just going to demonstrate everything in one video for you to watch and just in one place so you don't have to worry about hunting down individual items from previous videos. And then I'm also going to show the scale and the arpeggio, which we have not done yet before. So I'm going to go through and talk about the solo rep options first. I'll just play each of them through and maybe note any kind of significant things that would be helpful to notice or practice strategies that I would strongly recommend. But again, if you need a little bit more detailed help with this, feel free to just reach out, and again, happy to make a quick video showing something or set up a time to meet with either myself or your instructor to make sure that you feel like you are really well prepared to perform whichever solo rep you might choose for the exam. So we'll go ahead and start with the first option, which is dance on page 238. So first thing to notice is that if we look at the first 8 measures and then the last 8 measures of the song, how close are they to being identical? They're completely identical. So if you practice the first 8 measures, you've also practiced the last 8 measures. And then there's just this 4-measure pattern in the middle, which is a sequence in itself. We notice that we have so it's the same little pattern, just repeated a step down the second time. This would be a great one to practice, of course, hands separately to make sure that you are getting those jumps and hand position changes in each hand. This would also be a great candidate for blocking practice in the beginning. That's a really great way to practice. Maybe not so much that middle section, but that can kind of help to outline which harmonies you have going on and how each harmony moves to the next one. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate this through, no repeats. So that was, again, a little bit maybe faster than you would need to do it to have a successful performance. It definitely is not supposed to be a dirge, but remember that with these solo reps, we are looking for a high standard of preparedness, and that can sometimes be indicated by tempo, but if you're going a little bit slower, maybe a little bit kind of in the range of, really under tempo, but your articulations are really there, your fingerings are really precise, the notes are really on point, that can definitely be acceptable. Again, we're looking for, does it look like you practiced this before 10 minutes before you've recorded it? And so if you're going really slow, but it's pretty clear that, you're having to go that slow because you've not really looked at this before, it's not really well prepared, that's going to result in some more consequences than just it being slow, but everything else is going really well. So the next solo rep option is waltz on page 243. So for this one, I would definitely recommend practicing hands separately, just like with all of the other ones. And then this would be a good one to practice blocking maybe just the left hand. And then noticing the patterns in the right hand. So starting in measure 9, for example, we have this kind of like 4th up, stepping down, 4th up, stepping down. So kind of noticing those patterns and repeated figures in the melody can also be really helpful. So here is this one through, no repeats. And the next solo rep option that you have available for the exam is Ekosai on page 254. So this one is a little bit simpler in terms of the chord structure in the left hand, but we have a little bit more acrobatic figures in the right hand. So you've got these kind of larger intervals. So again, keeping a relaxed wrist right here is really important, especially if you have a smaller hand like myself. So basically all of you can play octaves because I can play octaves and I have very short fingers. So just keeping your wrist relaxed should make this part pretty easy. And again, this would be a good one to go through and be very careful of the finger numbers when you're playing through this one. So here's this one through, no repeats. Perfect. So then we'll go ahead and move on to the last solo rep option, which is Etude in C major. So this one, the left hand is a little bit simple, and the right hand has a pattern that's really repeated. Leap up, step down, 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 leap up, step down. And then we have a leap up, step down, step down, step down. And then this one is also one where the second half of the piece is very similar, not identical, but really quite similar to the first half. So that's just one consideration for this one. You could try blocking this one if you left out that neighbor tone. So basically the third eighth note, if you leave that out, you get a chord. You can practice it that way. So you just have to leave out that third eighth note and you get a perfect chord that you could use to practice blocked chords with. So here's this one through. No, what the heck am I doing? I just imagined an F sharp somewhere, and anyways, that's okay. So those are the 4 solo rep options for the exam. And then you will perform the harmonization with two-hand accompaniment that we went over last time. Again, you're just going to do the 2 left-hand parts, or the 2 bass clef parts. So the part with the chords, that's all that you have to do. So some people find it helpful to actually write in all of the notes in each of the blank measures. You can do that, or you don't have to. You could easily just play the chords, and it's not part of the grade for you to write them in. If you feel like it's easy enough to just play without writing them in, you can totally do that. So I'll go ahead and play through the melody and then play through the left hand. Again, you don't have to do anything with the melody for the exam portion, but I'll just play it in case you want to practice along with it. 1 and 2, ready, go. And I'll call out the chord names as we go. 1 and 2, ready, go. E minor, D minor, C minor, B major, E minor, D major, C major, B major, E minor, G major, D major, C major, B major, G major, D major, C major, B major, E minor. And then last but not least, we have the scale, which is going to be your A flat. Am I right about that? Is it A flat or is it an E flat? It's E flat, so you're doing E flat major scales. That's at the top of page 232. And so I will go ahead and demonstrate that one from the very beginning for you. We're going to play it hand separately for both this one and the arpeggio. Just like the other scales that we've done, like they're showing to start with finger 3, you can easily start with finger 2. Same thing on the arpeggios, you can easily start with finger 2. And that won't be a problem at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you this one from the very beginning. Here's the right hand. 2 or 3, doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 or 3, doesn't matter. Left hand. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 or 3, doesn't matter. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Arpeggio. You can start on 2 or 4, doesn't matter. 2, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Keep your elbow out. 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, 1. 2 or 4, doesn't matter. Left hand. 2, 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. Excellent. So that is all that you have to do for this 10-week exam. You're just going to choose one of those solo rep options. You're going to do the harmonization with two-hand accompaniment, just the accompaniment part, and then that scale. So again, if you want anything demonstrated in a little bit more depth or a little bit more specific guidance on any part of this exam, please feel free to reach out and we can make a quick video going over something in a little bit more detail or set up a meeting with myself or your instructor to help you with that. So do let us know if you have any questions or need any help. And happy practicing and good luck on the exam.